Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Samantha and today I'm going to show you how to crochet this simple shrug that has been so common. I just want to show you the simplest way of making it. The pattern is a row repeat pattern, just one pattern but you repeat it. So these are the materials that you are going to need. You're going to need your yarn. Mine is a 4-ply Winter King yarn in medium size. I'm using color 537, but you can use whatever color that you decide. And then a measuring tape that is for measuring your bust and your arm length, and also your hook. Remember, the color is of your choice and also the hook is for your choice. So we are going to start off with making a knot. I know there are different ways of making knots that we have, but I find mine much easier. As you can see, I just do that and then insert my hook right there. So ensure that the hook is steady on the yarn. So we are going to start with making 100 chains. So sorry, you're going to make 100 chains, and then at the end of the 100 chains you'll add 2 more chains. So let's meet when you're done with all the 100 chains. Remember, 100 chains are for my measurement. You can take your own measurement and make maybe more or less measurements, but this one is for a size 6 person or measurement. So let's meet after you're done. So guys, this is how my chain looks like. It's a bit long, but remember, I've said your own measurement. So remember, I said you have to add 2 more chains. So I already had added 1 but forgot to add 1 more, so I'm going to do that just now. Now next, you're going to do a treble crochet just like that, and then skip 3 chains like that. Skip 3 chains like this, and then on the 4th chain you're going to insert your hook. You're going to insert your hook like that. Pull through your yarn. We have 4 chains right there, so pull through the first 2 chains, pull through the second 2 chains, and then lastly pull through on the third 2 chains, just like that, and then you add 3 more chains above that. Very simple. So next, do the treble crochet. Skip the 3 chains, and on the 4th chain insert your hook, pull through the first 2 chains, pull through the second 2 chains, and then you pull through the third 2 chains. Then you crochet. You make 3 chains above that. It will bring that shape. Now next, you're going to do the same pattern. Do a treble crochet. Skip 3 chains, and on the 4th chain insert your hook. On the first 2 and the second 2 and the third 2 you pull through. Remember, it's a 2-2 thing, and then lastly you add 3 more chains on it. So it will create this box like this. It will start creating this kind of a box shape when you continue with the pattern. So I think you need to be keen on how you are sorry, you are placing your hooks on those chains. Remember, you have to skip 3 chains, and on the 4th chain you insert your hook, you pull through on the first, second, third 2 chains, and then lastly you put 3 chains above that. So continue with the same pattern, and I will meet you once you are done with the first row. I begin to So we are done with the first row, and on that last part you're going to chain 7, or you're going to make 7 chains like that. Now you turn your work, make a treble crochet, and on that line there, that is where you're going to pull through or insert your hook and pull through the yarn, just like that. Then pull through the first 2, pull through the second 2 chains, and then you pull through the third 2 chains, make 3 chains on top of that, and make a treble crochet next. On that line, on top of that line, insert your hook, pull through the first 2 chains, the second 2 chains, and the third 2 chains, and make 3 chains on top of that. So you're going to continue with this pattern on each, by inserting your hook on each of those lines there, just to make the boxes look neatly and in one straight line. So kindly do that, and I will meet you once you are done with the second row. So now we are at the end of our row. Now on that part, we are going to connect the last part. Remember, we have that section there, so do a treble crochet, and on top of that third chain, insert your hook like that. Make those 3 hook insertions, and then on that part chain 7, make 7 chains, and then you turn your work and continue with the pattern. Remember, at the end of each row you need to make 7 chains. This is just to make the first box look like a box. If you don't put 7 chains, it will distort your box shapes. So this is how my first panel, or the front panel, looks like. You need to make 2 panels. So let's see, let's take the measurement and confirm on our size. So mine is 17, but it can stretch and reach up to 18. So it's 17 inches. Remember, you need to make another panel. So this was I'm just counting the boxes to see if they are correct. So these were 23 columns on my width length. These were 23 columns, and on this other side, sorry, let's see if it's correct. Yeah, so it has to be 23 on both panels, the front panel and the back panel, so they have to be of the same measurement. If you can't take a measurement with your measuring tape, you can take a measurement with your the column numbers. So I'm going to attach these 2 by skipping the first 3 columns on each of the sides, that is the right side and the left side. So I'm going to attach that so as to make a neckline like that in the middle. So let me show you how that is done. I'm going to attach my hook on the other front or either back panel like that, and then insert my hook. This is just to create one to make the 2 panels attached. So I'm going to use a slip knot when attaching those panels. So in each and every chain for both panels, I'm going to attach that. So I'm attaching both chains, the front panel chain and the back panel chain. So they have to be equal. And you make a slip knot like that. So you insert your hook. Let me show you. You insert your hook like that for both panels. Pull through your yarn and insert it on that chain. Very simple, and it makes the work look neat. So please do so, and I will meet you once you are done with all the 3 columns.
I begin to.
So I'm done with attaching both three columns or both two panels through the three columns, and this is how it looks like on the wrong side, as I call it, that part that I've used to attach or make the slip knot. And this is how it looks like on the right side. Very neat. And this is what you're going to use as our outer side. So the wrong side is the inner side and the right side is the outer side. So now we want to make the armhole. Now remember I said this on this line of the armhole, no, I didn't say it. So it's 12, there are 12 boxes. So let's confirm that's okay. So those are 12 boxes. Now when making that armhole, I'm going to skip those first two boxes and attach my yarn on top of the second box right there, or the second row right there. So when attaching it, I'm going to make 10 columns, sorry, 10 chains, apologies. I'm going to make 10 chains there, just like that. That is how I'm attaching my yarn. So you can attach your yarn in whatever way you feel is correct for you, but this is how I am going to do. So for the armhole, remember you need to make your own measurements. For me it is 10. If you are a size 6, you can use that 10, but remember maybe the hands can be different, so ensure you take a measurement of your arm before making that chain. So you attach it to the other panel like this. Just like that, and then you make a slip knot just like that, and right there you're going to make 7 chains. But before we do that, let's see how this armhole is going to look like. Yeah, it's going to look like this, and that is where we are going to make our arm like that. So take your yarn, and we're going to use the same pattern all around this remember our pattern. So in this on this last part where you attached both panels, you are going to make 7 chains. You are going to make 7 chains. Remember the 7 chains I said is to just make the box look much neater and in the same shape. So you make a treble crochet like that, insert your hook on that line, on top of that first line, insert your hook on the first 2 lines, 2 chains, second 2 chains, the third 2 chains, and make 3 chains afterwards. Repeat the same pattern of the treble crochet all around, making sure that you insert it on top of that line. Do not make any insertion in any other area but on that line that we have. So do so, and I will meet you once you are done with your first row. You know.
I begin to I begin to
So we are on the last part of the first row, and we need to attach this right there. Remember, after you've done that, after you put the 3 chains, now on the other line, the 7 chains that we made on that part, count 3 chains, and on the 4th chain, insert your hook right there so that you can attach this, and you will make a slip knot after that. So insert your hook, make a slip knot. You see the boxes are now similar, right? So ensure the number is correct. Now make 7 chains on top of that, and then that is how our first row looks like. It looks very neat and attached. So we are going to continue with the same pattern that we've been using to make our arm. Now for the arm, you are going to use a measurement for your arm length. It can be short, it can be long, but ensure that you take your arm length, because you don't need something which is too long for your arm or too short for your arm. But remember, you can always add or decrease before completing your project or before completing your shrug. So continue with that process, and you will do the same pattern, the same way we've done the armhole on the other side. You're going to repeat that pattern on the other side of your arm. That is by attaching both panels together with the 10 chains. Remember, that is for a size 6 person. You can attach it with the size 10 or maybe more according to your arm size. And then remember, this part here, you can either leave it be open like that, or you can attach it together, but I prefer to leave mine like that because maybe I want my arm to be, you know, be able to move. So this is how my arm length looked like. I made it longer, and this is how our shrug or our final product will look like. I hope the tutorial has been helpful for you. I know it has been brief, but remember, the pattern is a repeat pattern. So thank you for watching this tutorial, and I will see you in our next video. But don't forget to subscribe to this channel as we await for more tutorials. Bye.